The Sly Media, which one only Mr. Sly Media right here. This right here is my review on Atlanta season 4, episode 10, the finale. And before I get started, I'd like to say Atlanta's been a good show, a good episode. I mean, I love this show so much. I always talk about it all the time in my video. It's the Cab County at its final. I'll get the microphone. Got a microphone. This could let people know like it's the Cab County at its finest. Like I can't deny it. That's why I love it so much. It reminds me so much of my hometown right here where I'm from, DeKalb County, so much with the stuff that goes on, everything they talk about. It's just straight Atlanta like. You know what I'm saying? If you from the east side of DeKalb County, this show is so relatable to you so much. And I'm so sad it's ending after the fourth season. I wish it would go longer, but like I said, my favorites so far were the first two seasons. Like I said, I didn't care for season 3 like that much, but I still was entertained by it. Enjoyed season 4, liked it a lot, but probably my favorites are probably the first two seasons for sure. Especially that first season. That first season was so much of a banger. The first season because it was something new, something different. But sadly, all good things must come to an end, like they say, and Atlanta has come to an end. But like I said, I love this show. Like I said, sad it's gone. And like the finale, it was a good finale. You know, typical Atlanta style finale. You know, something different, something strange. You know, like not no goodbyes and anything like that. It's just typical episode of just saying goodbyes and all that. I feel like everybody had to end their story. You know, all the characters going where they ended, but typical end of episode of a series. So let's get started about it. So the episode starts off. We start off with Darius. Like I said, this episode is about Darius. We get a lot of his background of Darius. It starts off, he's in a tank in the water somewhere, you know, kind of massages in his deep thoughts and everything like that. And one of the main things I like to point out, he meets Freddie, a Cree Summers character and everything like that, a woman right there when he's getting some medicine at a pharmacy and everything like that. And we all know about Cree Summers if you watch A Different World. I was going to call her Freddie because everybody knows from Freddie from A Different World. And of course from Rugrats, she voiced it. I think Judy was her name, the character Judy in Rugrats. She voiced her and a couple other superhero characters, video games. Cree Summers has done it all for voiceovers, but they have her on here in this last episode of Atlanta. I feel like her character Freddie on Different World kind of reminds you the same way Darius' character was Atlanta. Somebody that's free spirit, you know, very just with the motion with the world and everything like that. You know, pretty much just a cool, pretty much calm type of character. Somebody's different. That's of course later on in the season. Of course, Cree Summers' character Freddie became a lawyer. She became, of course, more mature and everything like that. But and start off in the season A Different World, she was just very flamboyant and everything, free spirited and all that, just like Darius is and all that. So they have a discussion, they talk and everything like that. And then after that, later on in the scene, he runs to this girl from the South Side and all that. Everybody know runs up and she playing this song, the FINF song by Glorilla. Everybody know about this song. If you see a girl playing that song, you already kind of know what she about. You already know what she on and all that. A girl named London. I'm like, oh man, and all that, everything like that. Oh man, like I said, we all know about the wild days. Like I said, I ain't gonna lie, I like some of the women like that. I kind of go for sometimes. I like those are the fun women, the women like London. And she ends up getting them pulled over. She's drunk as ever, get pulled over. Then she does a role, plays like the white voice and everything like that. The cop was like he was just gonna give her number. Then she grabs the gun from the cop, runs off in the car, then hits a white lady on a bicycle, then runs off, blames it on Darius. And then boom, Darius wakes up and realizes, oh snap, he's in a tank. It was all a dream and everything like that. So he gets in, he has some tea and all that and everything like that. Now we're gonna get to Al, Earn, and oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot her name, but Ern's girlfriend, Van Earl, and Al. They both are they decided to go to a black-owned sushi restaurant and everything. And of course, like, it's always a black-owned sushi restaurant. We don't see that or anything like that. So it's supposed to be this first black-owned sushi spot. And they're wondering, trying to figure out, hey, maybe we should get something to eat and all that. And Al was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm really, bro, trying to go to Popeyes right there. For them high school kids, I really want to go to Popeyes. Like, no, let's give it a chance. Earl's like, give these people a shot. Let's give them a chance. Because everybody know about Popeyes. And I'm pretty sure this episode they finished the episode probably during that period. Remember when the Popeyes had the chicken sandwich? And everybody was going crazy. Everybody was loving that chicken sandwich. It was like, oh, man, like, everybody was loving it. Everybody was going hard for that. So, man, like... That's kind of remind me of. So he's telling me, man, I'm thinking about going to the restaurant, man. I'm thinking about going over there, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like doing that. Let's do that. And I'm like, man, That's exactly right. I feel this episode was probably filmed or they wrote when he wrote this episode was when that was going on. People was going crazy. Everybody know for that chicken sandwich. People was killing, ready to almost kill each other and all that. Everybody thought crack or something was in that chicken sandwich. I particularly had the chicken sandwich myself. I think it's good, but ain't that good. I think it was just hype and everybody was just hyping it up and all that. It was good, but it wasn't great like that everybody was saying. I don't know, but to me, it's just as good as the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. But, everybody was hyping up and everything like that and all like, this the best chicken sandwich ever and all that and everything. So that's what that reminded me of in that scene when that went on and everything like that. He's thinking about going to Popeyes right across the street and everything. Oh. But go back to Darius. Now we get back to Darius. Darius goes back to the tank and everything like that. And we get the reminiscence of him talking to his brother and all everything like that. Also, we get the whole thing, a lot of things, Judge Judy thing about. I think a long time ago, I think a while back on the internet, they were talking about Judge Judy being thick and everything like that. So they were doing a lot of that with this as well. Like he's watching the TV while he's at his brother's house, see Judge Judy about Judge Judy being thick and all that. I never looked at Judge Judy about that, thought about that and everything. I didn't even know nothing about that, about Judge Judy. But we just know, of course, she comes on TV like every time around like 3 or 4 o'clock. If you off on a day or just not working right now or something like that, you always catch an episode of Judge Judy in court on Fox 5. So I'm just like, dang, okay. So they doing the whole Judge Judy thing about Judge Judy being thick. So, but yes, he talked to his brother and his brother's sick and everything like that. And he was saying, oh man, you want me to stay longer if you want me to? He said, nah, his brother said, nah, I'll be with your friends, everything like that. And I ain't recognize this, so I had to catch other viewers check this out. But I don't know the manifest is saying, because even he says how mom doing and everything like that. And his brother doesn't answer him because it's saying pretty much we get this manifestation about Darius's brother and parents all gone. Remember, we haven't got anything with his family. We got Al and Ern, of course, their cousins, their family. Like we saw with a later episode where Al with his mom cleaning up and everything like that. And he thinks his mom when his phone's ringing and everything like that. So we got the family representation of them, Earl and Al. And of course, we got the representation with Val as well. We got her representation. So as well, like, with Darius, we never ever got his family representation. And we're like, oh, that's because his family's gone. His brother, his parents are all gone. So and them are his family. So I'm like, oh, wow, okay, that's what it is. That's what happens. Like, all his family's gone, everything like that. And also, of course, with, everybody leaving somewhat of Atlanta and everything like that, he is the last one left. And that's his only family he has is them. So that definitely makes it, okay, like, man, okay. That makes a whole lot of sense now. So I think it's what we're getting in him in that tank. He's getting the manifestation or pretty much deceiving his thoughts, his inner thoughts about, his brother's gone, his parents are gone. He's just thinking like that. So anybody's ever lost a loved one, of course, people feel like that, understand where he's coming from with that. So I'm like, wow, okay, that makes sense. That's understandable. Definitely makes sense a whole lot. So I'm just like, okay, like, dang. So all his people is gone. So and everything. So yeah, for sure. So we get like a real good story of Darius a lot and everything like that. We finally get his proper ending of this series. We've got the proper ending of this series and the ending of his story. We get his background because we never know nothing about Darius and his family. But that's why we always see that, of course, Darius by himself. He just with them and everything like that because all his family is gone pretty much. Pretty much all of them, approximately, pretty much most of his family members are gone predominantly. His family, his core family is like gone and everything. So Ern them are his family. So, wow. Definitely any thoughts with that. So, but later on the episode when Al and Ern and Val just like eating the food, Al is just like, nah, man, I think we should go, man. I think we should gotta leave, let's just dip, let's just go and everything like that. And the guy from the sushi restaurant, the head of the guy at the sushi restaurant, he comes out, he just talks about everything, man. Oh, you want to go to Popeyes, man? Why you don't go to black-owned? Y'all never support black-owned business and nothing like that. Give us a whole speech, tear down the whole thing about what black people and all that. Talking about you want to go to Popeyes because of this, that, and the third, and everything like that. Like I said, of course, it just reminded me so much how everybody was acting about the Popeyes when the chicken sandwich first came out a few years back. So it's funny, just like I said, it was very hilarious and everything like that, the whole scene. But get straight to the point. Darius ended up punching the guys in the face and is taking his car and riding off Ern and Al, all of them into the sunset, into the car. They all just run and get away and get in the car and ride off and everything like that. And then at the end, like, Al and Ern tell him, like, hey, you stole that car? How'd you get that car? He's like, yeah, I stole it. He think he's still in the tank saying, oh, yeah, it's not real. It's all a dream and all everything like that. And Ern is like, nah, Darius, not in the tank anymore. This is for real. are your friends and this is real. Everything like that. At all. So it was just like I was like, man, Bub, hey, I got some leftover weed. You wanna go smoke y'all wanna go smoke a blunt? And then run off and go smoke a blunt and Al offers Darius, he's like, hey man, you wanna come like, smoke, you know what I'm saying? Go outside, come smoke with us and Darius said, yeah, I'll be there. And then ends it off, we see with Judge Judy and him looking at her, seeing if Judge Judy is thick when she gets up and all that. And probably, like I said, him reminiscing, probably thinking about, of course, his family and all that, realize this is his friends now, these are his family. And, of course, everybody moving on, everything like that. But, that's pretty much that facial expression, I guess, probably says it all of how his inner thoughts and his peace, realizing this is family, that's his home and everything and all that. And pretty much ends off the episode and everything like that. So, like I said, good episode, solid episode. Good ending to a very, very good TV series in Atlanta. Definitely a good show, man. Definitely a show I feel like people are going to look back 10 years from now and definitely go to and watch a lot. Hopefully it's treated just like how Seinfeld was. Because people call this like an urban version of Seinfeld and everything like that. So hopefully people go back and watch this show in Atlanta like they did Seinfeld. For sure. Because, I can say I love this show. I even love the, not the spinoffs, but the separate episodes had nothing to do with anything. And all that, like the Goofy episode, then the other episode with that light skinned kid and all that. They had Kevin Samuels on there. That episode, like I said, a lot of them spinoff episodes I like. When I spin off a lot of them one take episodes, I liked it so much, man, so much. So I'm gonna miss this show. I loved it. Like I said, we finally got a story on Darius, so I loved it and everything like that. I wanted like a fan favorite character. Like I said. Probably like my favorite has probably been earned so much, Childish Gambino, because like I like him so much. So definitely his character earns probably my favorite. But like I said, I know Darius was a fan favorite, so he finally got a proper send off to his character, a proper ending for him. So definitely, like I said, love this episode, love the ending for it, and love the series as a whole. Atlanta. So like I said, it took me a while to digest everything and all that. Been busy doing a whole bunch of stuff and working this week because of the holidays, and of course, like I had to do my review on Black Panther first. Cause I know a lot of people seen Black Panther, so I'm gonna hurry up and get my review out there on that. But had to do a review on Atlanta since the last episode for sure. And like I said, into a good series, man. So, like I always say, if you like the content, please don't hesitate to hit like subscribe button. This is Sly Media. Yeah, have a good night. Enjoy life. Stay tuned, because right after this, I'm finna do my review on Stargirl. So stay tuned for that. My review on Stargirl season 3, episode 11 is coming up next. So check me out for that. But this is my review on Atlanta, season 4, the series finale, episode 10.